everything's fine. Done. There are a lot of people out walking this morning. I'm not actually surprised because it looks like it might rain later today. So going out for a walk before it starts raining, probably a sensible idea. And again, I'll take this down to the bottom field where the class was, or is, and get this one started on windrowing too. There go the planes again. Kind of torn between needing a bigger windrower or not. It would be nice to do bigger windrows because it takes less time to do them then, but that makes them harder to move around the fields. I'm not sure we really have the fields to warrant a big 4-vane windrow. Also, when you're using a baler, you can overload the baler with windrows that are too big. Especially with the new, fast balers now in the game, where you don't want the baler filling or the pre-bale chamber filling faster than the finishing chamber or the wrapper. That's a problem I used to have on law folds, and sometimes the wrapper would, or you would make more bales than the wrapper could cope with, so you would have to slow the train down to 4 miles an hour mowing, which is about half the speed of the mower, just so that you could get the wrapper finished before it reached the next bale. So smaller windrowers do have their uses. And this one's about as wide as the mower. That's a really awkward camera angle. Wow, this thing needs cleaned again. I think after we've finished all this mowing and collecting stuff, we will we'll wash up all the kit, because I don't think I cleaned it last fall. Anyway, but let's see how far the challenge has got the mowing. Oh, he's doing okay. Wow, he's nearly finished. That's better than okay. I don't think I'm even going to bother tidying up the edges on this field. The amount of grass he's cut. Let me go forwards a bit. Let's line the rower up on the middle. Very carefully reverse it, because This thing steers. You can jackknife this very easily. And we are in position. Turn on the windmills and let's go forwards. Forwards is a better bet than backwards. And worker, go. And that gives us the class Axion with the loading wagon, the tiny loading wagon. Again, this tractor is way over-spec'd for this loading wagon, but it's really the only one I've got set up at the moment to do this job. I was going to do the middle, wasn't I? Let's collect the dry stuff first so that it doesn't become hay. As I said, I don't mind a little bit of hay, but we are going to have to fetch the baler if we to collect it. How are we doing on? We're 50% full on just one pass down the field. So we'll carry on collecting at random and that row on the way back. There we go. So yeah, I think we normally collect about 500,000 litres of grass in total, and we nearly have a full. There we go. So that's now registered as wet grass. Oh, I was going to check the sheep before as we were driving past, but no worries. So I do plan next time we have the money to buy something in the low 200 horsepower tractor range, so I don't have to use the big tractors for this job. Possibly also consider getting a larger loading wagon as well. Oops, try not to drive on the walls. And that should be good. Right, what was I going to check? Sheep. Sheep's not there. Sheep's there. Ah, sheep. Sheep have half water and half hay, so they use 14,000 litres of hay in 2 days, 198,000 per year. Is that all of it? Good. So that is a lot of hay. have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 36 times 4. I think we've got about 120,000 litres of hay. So potentially enough to last us a year. I think breeding season is now over, so we're not making any more sheep until next spring. So that's a good thing. Not going to have any extra demands on food. But I think I'd like to have some additional hay bales around just to top up what we have. Drop on, go. This trailer has a very nice pickup width as well. So I can make mistakes. Turn the collector off, we can get to the bottom of the field quicker. Captain Zank, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are doing well at the moment. How is your Saturday going? We've got quite a nice easy Saturday and it looks like it's going to rain, so no plans to go anywhere. What are we doing here? In fact, since the fridge is coming on Monday, I may use today to assemble all the stuff that has been delivered to us in the last few weeks. Have a very heavy desk. Oh, I don't. We bought 2 desks for our office. And L-shaped, or they're actually not L-shaped. They're corner units that each arm is equal length, equal width. They are extremely heavy. But we decided, we got those 2 to replace the desks we used, but we also had a single small sort of bedroom desk type unit of the same type, and we decided, we'll replace that as well with the same style of the desks we've already bought. And as I said, they're extremely heavy, so we managed to manhandle the box into the house just inside the front door where it's sat since it arrived, and the only way I'm going to get that moved is to empty it and assemble at the same time. It's not going to be something I can drag around very far. Okay, so we got lucky and we're actually able to empty this in its entirety without dragging it forward. Well, the fridge, I mean, the thing is the fridge we have works. It's just that the freezer door doesn't shut, so there's a big build-up in ice around the freezer door, which means it doesn't shut even worse as the ice builds up. But we kind of like our freezers to close so that everything inside is kept warm. I think these are stone ornaments. Kind of like, you know, having lions or unicorns or griffins guarding your front gates. This place has mushrooms for some reason. Although the way I drive this thing, we'd probably end up with a lot of broken mushrooms at the gate, because I'm constantly taking liberties driving up that driveway. So one tractor has finished. Guessing, okay, that'll be the mowing unit. I'm going to have to reposition it to do the bit near the island. Because it only does one half. I should probably think about moving it before the windrower gets caught up with him. Take a right turn. Turn about and get that last bit there. So that leaves us just the dry grass at the top of the field, and we can finish this field off just going round and picking up the wet grass. So I did get around to watching Arthur's latest, what was it, farming venture with Tiloa and I forget who the other guy was. But I think he's back in the style of his old YouTube videos with Kyle and B-Dog and Mr. Micah, which I think he likes doing, and it definitely shows in the production. So this new series is looking quite promising. It's something that I will actually enjoy watching. Oh, we're full again. I mean, I think when it comes to multiplayer streamed farms that we did, the absolute best one was the South Mountain Creamery in FS17, which finished off when FS17 ended. I don't think any of the FS19 streams have really worked. The he's doing, what is it, Campaign of France? I've always felt that Arthur's best series were either his training videos, where he's let's learn everything we can about, and his farming with friends, which is kind of a guy's night out. Rather than at the pub drinking beers, you're at the farm, at the virtual farm, planting stuff. But those series, he's very good at. He puts a lot into it. His solo series, I don't know. There's even his Class Farm. I'm not really taken with that series much. But this new one with Taylor, if you could get another one going with Mr. Micah, they've all been excellent series. Oh, and the telephone pole, the electric pole. But this new series definitely reflects his dislike of Twitch and his like of YouTube. Okay, here we go again. Lower the thing. Go. So hopefully I should be able to collect all of this up in one trailer. And that'll just leave the headlands around the edge. Yes. And I think, the risk of some of the training videos where people who've been playing Farming Simulator for a long time have a problem with is they don't monitor changes in the game. It's kind of like, what is it? Daggerwin is constantly saying, if I don't collect the hay, it will rot. But in Farm Sim 19, when he's playing with seasons, but in Farm Sim 19, you can leave the hay on the ground for as long as you like. It does not rot over time. It does not reduce at night like grass does. Grass will rot over time, but hay doesn't. Hay rots when it rains. And it's because of the differences between seasons 17 and seasons 19 that he's getting his games mixed up. And there are other aspects of things like cows. In Farm Sim 17, if you wanted the best out of your cows, you had to feed them grass, hay or silage, and TMR. If you weren't so fussed, you could just feed them grass and they would be really bad producers. You could add hay, you could skip the grass, but it wouldn't be quite as good. And with 19, cows eat the best food available. So if you put TMR down, you don't have to feed them grass, you don't have to feed them hay or silage as a separate thing. But people like Dagwin forget that, and they will constantly be giving bad advice because no, that's how it worked in 17. It doesn't work that way in 19. And I think in some situations Arthur can make those mistakes as well, where he's remembering how it used to work in such and such a game and stating it as fact for the current one, and it's sort of, no, they changed that rule. It's like TMR mixers, and I can't remember whether it was FS19 or FS17. I think it was FS17. If you bought a TMR mixer, you could mix either hay or grass, silage and straw. And with the first patch, they basically said, Oh no. TMR mix is hay only. You can't put grass in there, and they disallowed grass on their mixers. Now, some of the modders did create TMR mixers that allowed grass. And so you have to, even in FS19, you have to watch what your mixer needs to make a perfect mix. And there's other things as well. How are we doing? Oh, I was going to jump over to the other two tractors and see what's going on. You're doing your thing. And you're all done, you think. That side's cut. That top side isn't. I'll reverse out of his way. I don't know how he's managed. I have no idea what he's been doing, but anyway. No, that's lowered. Lower that, turn that on. And let's go forwards. Forwards is a good thing. And that looks about right. Helper, off you go. It's like another thing. When they first introduced Farm Sim 19, where a vehicle wear and tear, i.e. how often you need to fix your vehicles, was partially affected by how dirty your vehicle got. So there was an incentive to clean your tractors and clean your equipment to reduce the repair costs. But somebody figured out that if you turn off dirt, then your tractors never need to be, or your equipment never needs to be maintained. And Giants kind of said, no, that's not good. And basically divorced the keeping your tractors clean from the maintenance requirement. So it doesn't now matter if you clean your vehicles or not. They will always need maintenance on the same schedule. Now, it was kind of a nice idea to say, if you let your tractors and your equipment get completely caked in mud, yes, they're going to need to be maintained more frequently. But the fact that turning mud off was an option in game, or is an option in game, means that you can bypass that whole maintenance requirement as well. And so, it's things like that where you used to be able to do it, but you can't anymore. And obviously with seasons, because of the way, if you think regular game, I can get a field planted and harvested within a game day if I'm playing with fast crop growth, 2 if I'm playing with slow crop growth. So the whole idea is to keep crops in the ground, so you're constantly harvesting what you have. And that's okay, because you've constantly got income for the farm. Because I need to, I'll wait 6 hours. This crop will be ready to go. Let's harvest. Wait and harvest that. Now I've got some more money. I can maintain my vehicles. I can buy new ones. and it's, you know, the faster you turn your fields around, the faster you make money, the faster you grow your farm. But with seasons, that whole dynamic changes. I can only really make money after the harvest, and sometimes not immediately after the harvest if I'm playing the commodities market. So I'm going to wait until early summer before I sell my soybeans, because that's when soybeans fetch the best price. I don't know if that's true, but just as an example. So because of the limited opportunities at income for the farm, maintenance is also a slower requirement. You know, I'm not maintaining my equipment every 5 hours. With seasons, I'm going 15 hours before vehicles need to be maintained. Because maintaining, it's kind of trying to emulate real life. It's far more of a simulator than an arcade game type of thing. We're still loading, that's good. And so